Welcome, and welcome back, everybody. The OK Grognard Show. Today is Wednesday, October 8th, 2025, 10 a.m. Central in beautiful Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Just coming off the Dragon Days weekend, and we'll mention that later in the show. But this week we're going to talk about Jennell Jaquays Day. Vince himself is in the chat. Thanks for stopping in there, Vince. Appreciate it. He did a lot of volunteering at the Dragon Days, running some giant-size dungeon games. We'll get back to that. Let's talk about Jennell Jaquays Day. That's next Tuesday, October 14th. That's the anniversary of her birth. And that's when we celebrate it. She passed away. It'll be 2 years come this January. And it was a sudden illness and quick. And I think one of the important things to talk about this year is the fact that her former partner in life, Rebecca Heineman, has just, in the past week or so, been diagnosed with a very aggressive form of cancer and has had to start a GoFundMe. Where are we at? Let's see. I think we need to have a look at that over here. Very aggressive form of cancer. And started this GoFundMe. And it's been very successful so far. If you are familiar with Jennell but not familiar with Rebecca, Rebecca is pretty amazing in her own light as the first video game champion, a creator of Bard's Tale 3, Dragon Wars, one of the founders of Interplay Productions and MacPlay, creator of Sailor Ranko, and the webcomic and software archivist. You can read more of the details of this. I'll put a link in the show notes to this crowdfunding thing. As I said, it's been going very well, but let's not stop there, because as much as it may be that they managed to collect up and through this GoFundMe, inevitably illnesses like this require recovery time and hidden expenses and things that you just cannot foresee, especially having lost her partner not quite 2 years ago now, and not having Jennell to lean on through the recovery period that'll inevitably follow whatever treatments she gets to get through this cancer. So do what you can. Do what you can. It would be very much appreciated. And celebrate her former partner on her day next Tuesday by playing some games. Jennell, of course, one of the earliest non-TSR and eventually became a TSR person. Worked on stuff... well, not really, right? Worked on stuff for TSR, I should say, through Dragon Magazine, Dungeon Magazine, and really got her start working with the Dungeoneer, the APA. That was... an early support came out. I think the first Dungeoneer came out at the same time as the Dragon Magazine, which was the Dragon Magazine back then. They had the in front of Dragon. And, there are some excellent videos that give a great overview. I'm going to link to one of those in the show notes, too, from the Daddy Roll to One YouTube channel, where Martin Thomas does a great job expounding on Jennell's career. I could. It's so expansive. I could not do it justice here, I am sure. But between her involvement in role-playing with Caverns of Thracia for Judges Guild, for instance, and her many years in the video game field, and as a writer and a designer and as an artist, some of the great artwork, the early Dragon covers, few of those I think were hers. Just amazing. Worked on Age of Empires, Quake, the Quake series, Pac-Man and Donkey Kong for Coleco Home Arcade. It's impossible if you do any RPGing or video gaming from over the years in the 80s and 90s that you weren't touched by some of Jennell's work. So celebrate it. Get some gaming in. I know, I think just the week after that, we've got a game scheduled. And definitely we'll do that in honor of Jennell. I got some new miniatures. Oh, no, I can't show them because Vince is in the chat. I got some additional miniatures for that next session, too. Just some doggos. Just some hounds. They'll be fun. Remember those hounds from the moors that you became friendly with? Well, maybe that's what I got. Hey, and let's mention Dragon Days, because Vince had a lot of fun running that exploded Douglas Waldman's oversized dungeon board game board. He ran some games on Saturday and Sunday, and just some wonderful pictures were flooding in. 330 Center Street gave lots of tours. I know the museum and the Appendix N section of of the library both had good crowds, and the hay, like that straw bale maze for the kids and the costume contests, all were very well received by attendees. I know the game store saw a lot of people come through, because if you're a gamer and you're in town for a gaming adjacent event, you pop in the game store and have a look. Horticultural Hall, lots of games going on there. Heidi did a reading over at the Appendix N for the kids, a story time, which was great, and just a wonderful event. They're ready to do it again next year on October, first weekend of October, which I think next year is the 3rd and the 4th. Friday the 2nd, they'll do the opening ceremonies. So keep that in mind. Well, I guess that's about it. So Jennell Jaquays Day. Jaquays, that's how she pronounced it. I've seen some interviews with her where she pronounces her name. So if you ever have trouble, look up the Coleco. You can look up a Coleco lecture series that's recorded on YouTube, and get some of the history directly from her, of her own CV. I think you'll find it fascinating. Well, thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. Let's just say that Jennell Jaquays Day, October 14th. If you want to celebrate it by donating to Rebecca Heineman's fundraiser to help her fight cancer, Jennell's former partner, and you could do little better than that to honor her. So see if you can. It would be appreciated. There'll be links in the show notes. Show streams live on Twitch each Wednesday at 10 a.m. Central, and then it's archived on YouTube. Like, subscribe, follow, comment, all of that fun stuff would be appreciated. Don't forget also, you can support the channel even at the free level on Patreon. And join such folk as Tom Tullis of Fat Dragon Games, Carlos Lysing of Castle Entertainment, Heath Farndon of the Andy Padine D20, Dave O'Brien, unauthorized user, Dethangel Shadow, Heidi and Eric Gygax Garland of Gaxland, Vince Ragusa of the Maroon Room, an excellent prog rock band. Daniel Caldwell of Griffin and Gargoyle. Martin Thomas of Daddy Rolled a One, the YouTube channel. Christian Garcia, Stephanie Lesniewski-Gruchow, Cera Toppilopkus, Colin Szablewski, and as always, Shane Bradley, DM Extraordinaire. This has been the OK Grognard Show from beautiful Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. Bye-bye.